Just remember, for those of you who followed the NESARA GESARA, legally in the documentation, when you declare NESARA, you've got 120 days before an election. So it forces all 209 countries that have signed up to it to have an election. But I think before that we get to that stage, Trump will need to make sure that he has removed the evil from each country that's in this system. And that includes the leadership in Spain. They'll be removed, but they will be replaced, or the choice will be those that are on side with Trump, with NESARA and GESARA.
What is GESARA? NESARA is the new money system, right? NESARA, isn't that what it is?
NESARA is the national system for America.
Okay.
GESARA is the global system for the rest of the world.
Okay, so
they're the same. One's national, one's global.
So everybody else will be using the global, and then we'll have our own national?
Yeah, it was only because it was written in America as a national thing. And then the rest of the world said, yeah, we want to be a part of this. So they adapted it for the rest of the world and called it GESARA, which is the global one rather than the national one.
And it's going to be like equal trading, like every dollar's going to match or something, right? Okay.
Correct.
And what's going to happen to the IRS and Federal Reserve? They're just gone?
The Federal Reserve will disappear, but it will be a gradual process. He's already swallowed it up into the Treasury.
Right, right.
He has.
I noticed that when he wrote the checks for the 1,200 or whatever it was, it said the Treasury and then signed by Donald Trump. I was like, okay, that's odd. Wouldn't it, if it was still the Federal Reserve, wouldn't it have said the Federal Reserve on there? Or am I right?
The transition has already started. The new USN has already been launched, but it's not public knowledge yet.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware about what's happened in China. Did I discuss that with you or not?
The new Chinese Republic, right?
The new Chinese Republic is, and the dragon notes and the gold dragon bonds and the gold bonds have been monetized in Switzerland last weekend. There's about $100 quadrillion worth of Chinese notes, and they've actually liquidated 100 trillion of them. Monetized 100 trillion, and as of last weekend, America no longer has any debt. China no longer has any debt. Russia no has any debt.
Go ahead, Denise.
No, I said that's exciting news, and we're not going to hear that from the mainstream media.
No, you're not.
But the moment the money was paid back into the Federal Reserve, who had lent the money in the first place, so you've got all these trillions of dollars paid back into the Federal Reserve from Russia, China, and the United States. So there's zero debt. Then there was a subpoena issued against the Federal Reserve for fraud, and the guys there were all arrested.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is the money going to still say Federal Reserve notes, or is it going to say silver certificate?
No, the new notes will have no mention of the word Federal Reserve on it, because the Federal Reserve will be phased out over the next 12 months.
Okay.
Because it's a corrupt system.
Are we still going to have paper money?
You'll still have paper money, but there'll be a lot more use of digital money on the quantum financial system. But there will still be paper money, and I've actually seen the new US dollar notes, and they look lovely.
So let's say someone has like 100 grand in their mattress or something like that. Like, what do they? Can they trade that in for an equal trade?
Yeah, it'll be traded straight across into the new notes, and you, from a normal American person's point of view, you won't even notice the difference.
Wow.
You'll just
this is such great news.
Bill. Sorry?
Can you explain more about the digital aspect of it?
The digital is the quantum financial system, which Trump is setting up, which will just be a far cleaner, far more simple way of moving money around. There will be new cryptocurrencies, 4 new cryptocurrencies, one American, one Russian, one Chinese, and one Indian. They're all coming out, but they'll all be backed by gold.
One of the things people they fail to realize, Trump was always a businessman.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a businessman all the time.
Yeah, and it's easy to criticize him for having minor misdemeanors in business. In life, you learn very, very little from success. You learn everything. We've actually been programmed.
They entertain you. They entertain you. Keep you entertained so you don't think about it.
Correct. We've been programmed to watch the television, to believe the television. We watch entertainment programs, we watch movies, and it's all being fed into our mind, into our psyche, so that we don't challenge what's going on. And then suddenly, when it's like being in a box, and when you stick your head outside the box, you start to see what's going on. But loads of people have never even looked outside the box.
Yeah.
And I'm finding it really exciting.
No, it's definitely exciting.
I mean, mainstream isn't covering any of this. It's like, I mean, this interview is the first. I mean, we're doing like the first most real interview with this guy.
Exclusive.
How do people not know this?
But let me ask you, Charlie, is the mainstream aware of all this and they're just not allowed, they're being suppressed? They all know about it.
Well, I've spoken to 3 or 4 major people who have, when I say have followers off the scale, I mean minimum of 5 million followers. And they've all told me that they've been advised to steer clear of this subject.
Wow.
Wow. But when is it going to come out? Like when, I mean, people are going to start to notice. There's always people outside the palace every day, and they have these different guards that were never there. You know, that just the whole process of it is changed. And obviously people are going to start to notice.
People will become aware, Crystal, when they do the revaluation, when they do the global financial reset, the virus will disappear, the vaccines will disappear, the riots will disappear, 5G will disappear as soon as they've done it. But you have to remember the 2 times in history that they planned to do this. The first time John F. Kennedy was killed, and the second time was September the 11th.
Wow.
10 a.m.
Wow.
They're making sure that no cock-ups happen this time. And once the reset is done, once this system is in place, then the doors will open and people will see what's going on. But I still think we'll only see probably 20% of what's actually happening.
Jeez.
Because
That's
80% we
incredible.
wouldn't want to see.